How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back, boys. Are we live? Are we good? Sorry for being a little late. It is the alpha waiting room right now. Who gets the alpha? We don't know. We don't know. I guess we just gotta wait. Okay. Let me check the email, dude. Somebody in chat said that their GM got it. I don't want to believe that off the bat, just because I feel like this is the perfect time to just start trolling people. You know what I mean? Like, maybe they did, but it's like, this would be the perfect time to just, like, really get under people's skin and be like, oh my god, I know somebody that got it. And just get everybody, like, jealous and stuff. So, I don't know. So far, nothing. Does anybody know if the alpha is going out to people or not? Do we know anything, boys? Do we know? How's everybody doing, though? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. Let me get the music back up and running. I kind of like this song, dude. It's so chill, so relaxing, just hanging out with the boys. How are you doing, boys? It's fixed, refreshed. It says loot. Okay, my title says loot. Fixed title, it says lot, not loot. I got Darkraft from my chest. I'm sorry about that, AJ. How you doing, my man? We got a subscribe, Breezy. There you go, Chanel. We got the Loa listener, Human. We got AJ, Devin, Atho. We got ourselves Baron LP. Nald in here as well. Helder, how you boys all doing? DC, how you doing, my man? Nobody's streaming it. Salute seems to think it'll be up on Thursday. Wednesday or Thursday is what I was thinking, because Blizzard has done it before with it is stuff on Thursday. I know that we're doing a lot of like BTR and like BFA patch alpha beta updates Thursdays for some reason instead of Tuesday. I guess maybe it's just better for them. So maybe Thursday. I guess we'll just have to wait. But that means we get to open up our chest for today. I got all tunes except for two, so those two, not gonna worry about them at all. Might have to take care of them this week though. How you boys all doing, dude? I kind of like this song, man. Although I do want to drop down the quality of that song for a second, just because 720p and 480p, you literally don't notice a difference. But it's just easier for me on stream inside. Big cats, big alpha news, big cool TR masters. What a beautiful day, Baron. I couldn't agree with you more, boys. We got class changes to take a look at today, by the way. Pretty sure most of you guys have taken a look at them. I want to take a look at certain class changes today. Ashes of Outland, you're not prepared. First ever new class, 135 new cards, ranked overhaul, March 1. Wow, play now! No! It's not there. F. I gotta resub. I have 10 days left on my sub. What am I doing? Ah! You guys can see my beautiful face while we wait. While I log on. So we got a lot of class changes. Off the bat, if you're a rogue main, I've been hanging around in the rogue Discord. How you doing, my chicks? Hope you're having a good one, my man. I've been hanging around in the rogue Discord, and it's pretty doom and gloom in there. So far, people that are playing outlaw mains are losing the fucking marbles, dude. I didn't realize just how bad it was until I read stuff, and I'll let you guys know what they said. Maybe I'm too much of an optimist, but let's start out the day. So what do we got for the day? The Demon Hunter, the Speed Demon, did not get a key done this week at all. I forgot about him completely, so we got a Death Knight. Priest also didn't get one. Nobody wants a Shadow Priest, and I didn't want to play healer, so you know what? I decided to get some sleep instead. Get my new PC in a couple days. Was wondering if you could run some keys with me. Sure, Andrew, I'll be down, my man. We always run keys on stream. 2 hand for Prozik and Moonwalker Monk. Yes. 2 hand for Death Knights. That's gonna be great. Also, they're embracing the undead playstyle for Unholy. Like, their mastery is even gonna add pet damage, and you're always gonna have the gonna have a baseline Mages of the Dead as part of your Raised Dead. Also, Army of the Dead is gonna be Army of the Damned instead. Apocalypse is still gonna be in the game, and they're gonna make that's the Army of the Damned is gonna be a passive. Oh, that's what Army of the Damned is. I guess they're going to change the name from Army of the Dead to Army of the Damned, and it's going to be a passive with Death Call and Epidemic baseline. And Gargoyle baseline too, by the way. So, unless this is supposed to be a talent, and I just read it wrong, but Gargoyle is a baseline. I'm pretty sure this is looking like the baseline. No, this has to be a baseline, so they changed the master to the pet damage. MM changes sounds amazing, really? I don't know. MM changes didn't look like anything spectacular, but maybe it'll be a lot better. 2 kill shots. Oh yeah, 2 kill shots back to back is gonna do a lot of damage. Alrighty, boys. Let's see what we get. We're hoping for a Frost DK weapons though. We are in Frosty spec. We got boots. Versatility boots with a socket crit burst. That's actually not terrible. The versatility on proc isn't amazing, but I think I have plenty of corruption. I have so much corruption to spare. Where's my corruption? I have 0 corruption on this guy. Let's go back to Frosty for a sec. Let's go back to Frosty Frost for just a quick second here, boys. And see if we can tag that in there, because Frosty has a bit of corruption. Do we want to go for that big damage from the cascading or Grand Illusions? I feel like I do want to go with this Versa proc. But the haste procs and mastery might be way too good. Maybe cleanse one of them. It really is not a good idea to cleanse corruptions. Actually, I have 465. I should probably slot those in for the other spec. What are we looking like on Azeroth? No Azeroth this week. Okay. DK didn't get nothing, boys. I didn't run a mythic on any of my odds. It's all good. Yeah, my priest didn't get one done this week at all. So we gotta go to a druid who actually got a good boomkin weapon. Down Knight has a special ability called Army of My Dudes. Army of My Dudes. I like that, Atha. Could I add you on BNet? Yeah, I had Dalaran hashtag 1340. Add people sometimes. Excited for Shadowlands. What's up, Plumbus? Dude, I got videos coming up on all the Shadowlands stuff, man. All the videos on Shadowlands stuff. Got like 0 changes. Well, Survival Hunter got a lot of changes in terms of the talents that nobody ever plays. They're buffing those. Boomkin's got a lot of changes, dude. We gotta go back instead of Solar Wrath and Lunar Strike to Starfire and Wrath, dude. Back with, instead of like just being able to build Star Soldiers and spend them, we're gonna be able to go balance the power, man. Between Solar and Lunar, what is it? Solar and Lunar buffs or whatever the fuck you call it. Empowerments. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. The Warcraft goes up to 69. Does it really? I'm pretty sure it's 59, but I could be wrong. If it's 69, that'd be dope. Oh, you mean like with the traits maybe? Or with essences? Increases versatility from sources. That actually might not be that terrible for Feral. Hold on, let me go back to Feral. That might not be terrible for Feral, actually. I'm surprised. Yeah, that actually might not be that bad. It's only 10 corruption. Increases the amount of verse again from sources. That actually might be really good. It gives me less crit, but it gives me mastery, which is not a bad stat. And I can put crit gem in this thing. Yeah, that's actually not a bad piece of loot, dude. Do I have enough Azeroth? Almost, dude. Next week. Next week we'll buy something. Let me stick a crit gem in this thing. That's actually not bad of a piece, I think. I mean, I could be wrong. What? That expensive? Why? 244. Insane. Yeah, that's kind of expensive, dude. That gem is a little bit on the expensive side, but that's pretty good either way. Alright, so Druid didn't get anything amazing, but hey, that's an upgrade regardless. Alright, next one, boys. Cloak is 59, Possession is 69. Okay, you're right, you're right. Yeah, that makes sense, actually. Dalaran hashtag 1340. Yes, it is Dalaran hashtag 1340. Alright, boys, Hunter next. So Survival Hunters didn't really get a lot of changes for Shadowlands, but it might actually still be hype, dude. It actually might still be hype because they're buffing all their bad talents, which could essentially still be good because they have a lot of like, dude, okay, look at the talents. What is being buffed? Butchery is being buffed. Hydra's Bite is being buffed. Neither of these talents really get a lot of play in any situation. Steel Trap is being buffed. Tip of the Spear is being buffed. Flanking Strike is being buffed. Chakram's focus is reduced. Like, they essentially have a very interesting toolkit with a lot of possibilities, but it's just all those talents suck in damage. So if Butcher was Giga buffed and Hydra's Bite was Giga buffed, if Steel Trap was doing shit a lot more damage for a 30-second cooldown compared to a Minor Bleed with Bloodseeker, or Tip of the Spear had insane damage increases, or Flanking Strike had a huge damage hit, I think that'd be so fucking worth, dude. It actually could be huge. I don't think Survival was finished. It was very lackluster and nothing the community asked for. I don't know, dude. I think Survival for BFA is better than what Legion Survival was. But I think they still have plenty of growing room, you know? They have growing pains. Plume! Not a bad trinket. I don't think it's Biz, but I don't think it's a bad trinket at all. And we get to get maybe one more essence. Almost can get one more essence. I feel like if I just do one thing, I'll go be able to get an essence. No Azeroth for this character, so we're gonna hop off of him. I really should put some work on the hunter sometime, dude. Alrighty, boys. All Illidan tunes up next. Just hype for volley being back? Yeah, don't they have volley now? They're just redoing the original volley. Because right now I think they have volley as a passive. It's like on chance on hit to rain arrows and do very little damage. Pretty sure that's like they only had volley, but it's just a different volley or original volley, I guess. Essentially, right? Or am I wrong? Pretty sure they have volley. What do they get? Gloves with Mind Blade Tentacle, only 10 corruption, lots of crit. Oh, the Fury Warrior is gonna love that, dude. And almost have enough for maybe like a Conflict and Strife. We don't have Conflict and Strife already, so we'll probably purchase actually, I think we're almost done with all the best in slot essences for arms and Fury. We might just start getting essences for Prod at that point. No weapon though. Do we have Azeroths? We don't have Azeroths. Okay, so this character kind of a dud, maybe nothing amazing. So hopefully these characters have gotten like actually kind of lackluster loot. I'm not gonna be lie. Maybe the druid got pretty good. So our playstyle is nice. It is. It just the current you only have one build. I feel like there's so many other builds for survival, and if they were just buff all this other talents, you could have many different builds that are all viable and good. Because there's normal builds like original survival before, or a lot of trades got started stacking up. Was actually a kind of a fun playstyle just with the buttons. It's just there was only one good set of talents that was like you have to play Motherboar Bite, right? And maybe you don't like Motherboar Bite. Maybe you want to have more Raptor Strikes to just do base damage without the stacking juggling thing. But the game always forces you to juggle because it's like the only viable option. Isn't that best for Fury? It might be. That's a lot of crits, so I'll sim it at a later time. Thundered, how you do, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Ring with crit damage. Oh, that's actually so good. That's quite a bit of Versa with a nice little corruption. This guy's gotten so many good corruptions. It's only 10. Do I have enough? I actually do. That could be really, really good. And it's crit, which plays so well with Blood of the Enemy. And we don't have enough to reset there? Okay, cool. The Monk said, dude, the Monk is in such a good spot. Honestly, some of the best gear in the game, dude. Raptor Strike sucks. Exactly where everybody goes Motherboar Bite. But if you buff the talent to increase Raptor Strike damage, then it could be a lot better. And again, I'm pretty sure they'll also balance out abilities too, right? Buffs and nerfs will come in order to balance specs to make him a little bit better. I just want to make great overall Arcane class changes. We'll talk about him in a second. What's up, Benjamin? How you doing, my man? Excited for PvP vendors? So am I. See what this shaboy has. Enhancement. We are enhanced. We are enhanced. I don't want to get a staff on Ellie this time, dude. They're pretty good. Still healthy, so I'm fine. Hell yeah, dude. Bracers. Ooze, dude. We got the ooze, boys. Ooze, boys. Ooze, boys. What corruptions do we have to play with? Is this where we take out the verse corruption and so we can have the ooze with the stars? Oh my. Ooze, boys, dude. I think we have to go with the ooze. We gotta get oozy and sticky and yucky. And we don't have enough for an Azeroth piece, so we're gonna swap. Dude, huge gushing blood, dude. That ooze, boys. You know something about droid changes in Shadowlands? Yes, they're going back to Wrath, essentially. They go back to Wrath, dude. It's actually funny as hell. But I remember the old school balance droid. I would love to play it again. I played it back in the day, dude. Back in Canada, they still had that old school playstyle. Let's see what the Warlock gets. What do we get? Gloves? Haste proc! That's nuts. That's actually really, really good. 30% uptime and a haste boots. So that's gonna be a huge proc for haste. It's gonna be like 2,000 points of haste or something. Something crazy. I mean, actually can slot it in for 35. It's gonna be a little bit over corruption, but we can mace something up, man. We can work with stuff. I gotta get a better cloak for this guy though. That's good. The currency? We have enough for an Azeroth piece, boys. What do you think, boys? What do we replace? Helm has Flashpoint, Blightborn. Shoulders has Rolling Havoc and Flashpoint. Chest has Flashpoint and Chaotic Inferno. What do you think we'll replace? Helm, Shoulders, and Chest, boys, for Destro? What are we thinking? I'm thinking maybe a Helm. I know Blightborn is really, really strong, but maybe a Helm will replace. Let's, all of them are low item level, so we can replace all of them, essentially, yeah? This is the third week in a row again. Master proc? Well, for what class, though? With the current class changes, probably Hunter Red, Pally, and Shadowlands. You really gonna play those? Those look pretty cool. Yeah, Paladins look like they got some really cool changes. It feels like they're trying to kind of erase the difference between a red, prod, and holy. And just like all Paladins have a massive toolkit. But one is a damage dealer, one is a healer, one is a tank. You know? But the same toolkit is going to be available for all specs. Aegis says helm. I scrap a 475 crit mastery pants and infant star tier 3. Why? Class players scream their lungs out when the first blue piece down. Is like, we got ooze, dude. Let's go. We got ooze. Aegis says I go for helm, boys. What do you think? We got helm with flashpoint, Bloodborne. Shoulder with rolling havoc, flashpoint. And chest with chaotic inferno and flashpoint. 100 paladin. Oh, jeez, dude. Jesus. If Arcane is spammable like it used to be, I'll have my perfect range melee hybrid. How pretty perfect I am. Arcane, they are changing Arcane a little to be, I don't know if spammable, but they are changing them up to reflect more of what BFA brought in with a mana playstyle, but also allowing the mastery to affect other abilities as well besides just barrage and blast. So they'll be better in AoE. You know what I mean? Alright, Aegis says helm, so we're gonna roll a helm, dude. Let's see if we can do a different helm. Soul Fuel Headdress. I don't know if that one's good, but we'll see. Oh shit! We got the same one! Oh, we did not, AJ. What is this? Okay, I think I am gonna go Bloodborne. I have Chaotic Inferno here, so we're gonna go Bloodborne. AJ, we got even more crit, bud! Let's go! Yeah, let's go with Long Strider too. I don't know if it's good, but we'll go with it. I think it's decent though. And we got it fully as Azeroth in power, dude. The next 79. Dude, farming next is so easy nowadays, dude. Holy shit, my B? No, it's good. I mean, it doesn't have like the variety that I wanted for, but hold on. We might actually be able to replace one of my other shoulders. This is a demonology piece. I need a shoulder with, or chest piece maybe even. This is one for demo. But does it have that one trait? It has a chaotic charge, which is pretty good. But it also has Heart of Darkness. We could swap it out. 460 chest that doesn't. Oh, this chest has Crushing Chaos and Chaotic Inferno. Maybe we should take this chest for Destro, so we can get Inferno. I think we do that, dude. I think we do that. Destro and Haste, because we need to get shorter cooldown on Infernals. So I think we go with that chest piece, boys. We're gonna have to steal a piece from our Affliction, but it's okay. I think I'm gonna go Chaotic Inferno, so we get a Chaotic Inferno back. Let's go with Elemental Whirl for extra stats. Resounding Protection. And now we have shorter Summon Infernal, 2.1 minute cooldown instead of 2.3. That'd be really good. Plus we'll have the buff with Crash to Chaos, so AKSBs will have 3,000 more damage, whether we summon like a random proc or not. So that'd be really strong, I think. We do lose one flashpoint, but I think it's okay. Maybe we might be able to redo our chest pieces and stuff a little bit later, but let's go into red real quick. Me level in my human warrior, level 120 orc, rogue behind me, like I don't think so. Is that supposed to be like a meme or something? Shadowlands update, Bastion, Kyrian Covenant. Wait, boys. Pause. The Kyrian stuff came out just now. The Kyrian Covenant and the armor for Kyrian, boys. Shadowlands update, Bastion and the Kyrian Covenant. That looks gorgeous. How cool does this look, dude? Look at that! What if you could climb that, dude? You can climb to the top and find his secret? Oh, that'd be dope. Before you can help them, what? So on spears the helms, blah, blah, blah. First step into Bastion of view, akin to Kyrian sights. Control the enemy fuel, Centurions kept clean, shining the stewards. Is it like one that says Kyrian's enemy, the soul born, the fuel, eternal the essence, and the verge being completely depleted? Wait, let's read the flavor text, boys. When Sylvanas Windrunner appears to the veil between life and death, you and your allies are pulled into the maw, where the most wicked and the damned suffer for eternity. Wait, so we all go to the maw immediately. Yet Azeroth's champions are able to escape and soon make their way to the noble Kyrian and Bastion. Long it's been since a soul has been sent to the Gleaming Realm, and the locals are astonished by the arrival of a living mortal. However, it quickly become apparent that underneath Bastion's glistening veneer lies unrest. Kyrian's anima, soul-born essence that fuels the eternity of service is on the verge of being completely depleted. Oh, look how beautiful that looks, dude. Home of the pure. Bash is brought to life by inhabitants who wish to untangle the Banshee's Queen nefarious plans or alliance with them. Look at these guys, the Kyrians. They could totally be an allied race. They could totally be an allied race. A different blue human whose feared the souls of the dead or robos that can be judged by the impassive arbiter before being sent to the final destinations. Fresh rise to Bastion to become Kyrian aspirants wingless beings who train in eons to earn the wings and join the ranks of the ascended. And they got the stewards. So there are current abilities to summon one of these little owl boys, and they bring you like a goodie bag. The Forsworn, rarely aspirant to fall to complete rite of passage. Those ones blind souls darken, become lost, wandering planes. So basically fallen angels. That's kind of cool. The Centurions. Oh my god, does that look insane? I wish I could zoom in. A legion of anime. So we're gonna we gotta call him anime, okay? We are gonna call him anime. I'm gonna call it anime, okay? Anime fueled automatons, the drill Kyrian aspirants to meditate combat as well as defend Bastion. These flying automatons are charged with training aspirants, Goliath, Colossus. Oh, there's different types. Memories. As Kyrian shed. Oh, that looks cool actually. Look at that ghost looking dude. It's like those ghosties in like BC, but like different. As Kyrian shed the burdens of their past lives, physical manifestations of those tormented beings are expelled from bodies. Only by striking them down, Kyrian cleanse themselves of the shit of sentence. The Kyrian Common. Power of Kyrian. You gain 2 unique abilities, 1 class abilities in combat and 1 signature ability that stewards assist in your adventures. So like imagine being like steward and then this little chunker comes on, dude. I fucking love owls, dude. I love owls, so that'll be fucking dope. Have a little one of those pudgy dudes. Oh my god, look at that. You have the cloth and the, I would guess the leather piece or the mail armor, dude. I think that's leather though. Look at that. The cloth looks insane. Lacey looks like a priest. Then again, they're like angelic, so it makes sense. But they got Nightborn. They got a Nightborn in his Xanda here, and it looks like Ulturan in here. Look at the toes, dude. It has this little like talons in there, and the wings on the feet, and then the shoulders and the helm. The helm looks a little funny, I know, but it's like I think it looks cool from the back. They had like a art show for it or artwork for it. Yeah, leather on the left. Plate center, cloth gear right. I wonder where the male is. Male is supposed to have like big old wings and stuff. Necrotic Wake. That's a dungeon. Whoa, that looks insane. Wait, is Maldraxxus fighting Kyrian? The forces of Maldraxxus have invaded Bastion, thirsty for enemy. This monstrosity have ransacked the temple courage. Heroes must thwart. Wait, we'll actually have we'll have different factions to fight against one another? I'm thinking faction combat, boys. Like 4 factions to fight one another. Maldraxxus is attacking the Kyrian for the anime. They need that new One Piece episode, dude. New edition of One Piece. You know what I mean? That fucking 135th edition of One Piece, dude. They need the manga. They need to know what happens in the end. One more, dude. One more chapter. That's all I need is one more chapter. I'll be fine. I promise. I won't ransack your fucking Bastion. That looks insane. Yeah, I love that mountain too. I mean, it's a chimera. It's like the 2-headed chimera that we've seen in WoW before. But it looks amazing. Look at its skull, dude. It's so the head is so massive. And one horn is down, one horn is above. It's like a reskin, but it's still so cool. Oh my god. And there's a bosses? Dude. This is cool. Give me now. Is that all they have? I think that's it, right? They just posted it. Yeah, Kyrian, dude. So I guess they're gonna release all the covenants as people get into the alpha, right? I'm down with Necrolords. Dude, I'm gonna go with Revendreth. I already made a decision. Watch them be like big bitches, dude. Like, they actually have like the most annoying voice lines and the most annoying quips, and I'll just hate them. Watch that happen, dude. I'll be so sad. Alright, let's go back to our regular. That is so fucking cool. Heard the knives are going to extend to Shadowlands. Are they? I guess it'll make sense since, you know, they don't have a tree anymore. Are you saying Necromancer? Do you have to include them? Do you think they'll include them? Necromancers? They don't have a new class for this new expansion, my dude. The Death Knights are going to have more Necromancer stuff, though. So, Death Knight might be the closest you might find to Necromancer. Oh, come on! Echo and Void? I think only have pants, too. I do! And a Mastery proc! Man! Okay, wow. I got bad loot today. What are my tunes, boys? My ults have gotten Garbaggio, dude. Garbaggio. Straight up garbage. Kinda sad, but it's okay. What changes for Outlaws and Shadowlands? I'll show you guys in a minute. Let me open up the rest of my chest, see what I get. Ba. Ba. Outlaw going to combat? We already know it's not happening. Stars, boys! More stars for the Arcane Mage. We got 2 things of stars now, dude. 2 rank 3 tier rank 3 stars now. And we can buy another Azeroth piece. We already have 480 cowl. We need a shoulder or a... Let's go. What do you guys think? Shoulder or chest piece? What do you guys think? Shoulder or chest piece? We gotta change one. Dazzle star. Dude, another star. We already have this star here, which is already tier 3. So we got 2 tier 3 stars, dude. Wait, that's also tier 3 stars. We have tier 3, tier 6, and tier... What is it? Tier 1? We have like tier 7 stars, boys. We have tier 7 stars altogether. I wonder how much damage a single one of those hits for, dude. I actually wonder. We should test this. Plot twist, if you choose Necrolord's Covenant, you'll instead be the invaders of the dungeon. That'd be cool! But how would that work? If you're like, let's say, in a party. But that'd be cool if you had like, people that are like, say, of same Covenant are actually invaders. That'd be dope. But I don't think that we'll do that. What do you feel is going to be a top 3 class in Shadowlands? A rogue, and rogue, most likely. So I'm going to link it in the guild. Tier 7 stars, bitches. Here we go. Does it work on dummies? There was one dummy it works on, so we'll try it, dude. The front page of MMO Champ. I have not. Is there something new? I don't really use MMO Champion anymore. The forums are very interesting. With Carrion, I checked out Wowhead, my guy. Oh, you can kind of zoom in on the pictures, though. No, not really. Class philosophy. Oh yeah, they have class changes on MMO Champion too. I don't know. MMO Champion forums are pretty cringy. Not gonna lie. What do you guys think? Shoulders or chest piece? Any recommendations for a new alt? I have Outrogue as my main and I have 3 other alts. BM Hunter, Enhancement Shaman, and Balance Druid. Oh, a new alt for now? I think Boomkin could be hype, dude. I think Hunters are gonna be in an interesting position when it comes to what is it? What is it? So Hunters are getting a lot of changes for them in Shadowlands. I think they're going to have a lot of potential. Balance Druids in particular are going to be going back to Wrath, so I think it'll be very fun. And I enjoyed the Wrath playstyle. I liked it. I don't know if you will, but I think it'll have potential. But other ones, BM Hunter, Enhancement Shaman, Balance Druid, Shaman. The Elemental Shaman, Enhancement Shaman changes. Enhanced right now can actually play really well. Actually, if you want the best one right now, Hunter is the best right now. That will be good currently, and it'll be good in the future. I just level some other characters, like a Shaman and a Druid for a later time or something, my dude. But yeah, if you want one that you can play right now, Hunters. Beastmaster is really strong, and I think that'll be really good for the next expansion too. What do you think is the best Warlock spec right now? Which ones would you think are dominant in Shadowlands? Right now, the best one's probably Destruction, I'd say. I think this is a spec that just... It's really good, and it's balanced throughout all parts of the game. Right? It's good for cleave, decent for single target, good for AoE. Demonology is insanely good in AoE, but kind of can be lackluster in cleaves. Affliction is really good in single target, but can be lackluster in AoE. So Destruction hits all the points, I think, as evenly as possible. In next expansion, I think Affliction could come back, dude. They changed an Affliction in Shadowlands. Destro is staying the same. I think Destro will still be a good spec to go forward. Demonology could be good. We'll just have to wait and see. I think Destro is a safe choice. Losing the current playstyle though? Yes, but they're going back to the original good playstyle. No more building and spending. You have cooldowns to manage, bud. It's gonna be so good. If you remember Shamans of Mr. Pandaria, every button claps booty. That's how good it was. Every button just did damage, no matter what you did. And instacast for chain lightnings and big heals, huge. Huge. I think same thing is going to be with Ellie. I think it's going to be in a good spot because that playstyle was a little bit... Like, the current playstyle is fine right now, but going back to the original, it's going to be really good, man. Really good. I'm sort of torn between the reveal and new class changes. I'm not sure what to mean in Shadowlands. It's too early to tell. I would say wait until you have some alpha footage of how classes play and try classes in pre-patch. I think right now you guys should all level one of every class to max level. So then when pre-patch comes, you can try out the different playstyles and figure it out for yourselves. Affliction is going to be fun as hell. Affliction is going to be so good. Right now it's an interesting playstyle, but it definitely could be better. So what do we decide, boys? Do we want to do a shoulder or a chest piece? It does not matter. We have the headpiece that has equipoise and arcane pummeling. We have also arcane pummeling in the shoulder, but we want the equipoise. And in the chest piece we have equipoise and galvanized spark. What do you guys think? Chest or shoulder that we're swapping? What are you guys thinking? Collab boy, we only got 1.5 hours left to review the blog. 1.5 hours left to review the blog. Oh yeah, we gotta review everything, man. How's your loot, Mr. Start? So most of my alts got pretty lackluster loot, but my mage got another tier 3 stars. So I have 2 pieces of tier 3 stars and a tier 1 star. So we're gonna see how much damage that does just for funs. Just for funs, yeah? Just for fun. Chest, shoulder. You guys are pretty split. Shoulder, please. It's like a coin flip at this point, right? Because I do have 1 arcane pummeling. Shoulder? Okay, we'll do shoulder. Like 1 extra vote for the shoulder. Because I kind of wanted to do shoulder too, because we already have arcane pummeling from the helm. But either one works, honestly. Okay, so these are different. I don't think these are good, but these are really good for AoE build with the Arcane Barrage dealing additional damage. Ooh, boy. With Blood Right. I don't think these are good, but these still might be an upgrade, boys. Oh, they're great for fire, though, with Blaster Master. And they're really good for Frost with Tunnel of Ice for PvP. Interesting. I'll sim it. I'll sim it later. Let's go and test out the stars, dude. So 205 corruption. Oh, we're taking 130% less damage and received healing 130% less. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna slap a trained dummy and hope we don't die. But we're trying to see how much a single star does in damage, essentially. Want to see how much damage a single star does in damage. Alrighty, boys. 205. Tier 3 stars. Tier 3 stars. Tier 1 star. So tier 7 stars? How do you see 130% less healing? Probably like negative healing at that point. Or maybe like no healing, actually. Wait, does shield count as healing? No, I still have 100,000 K with a shield, so that doesn't affect it. I don't know. That's a good question. I wonder if I eat food, if that'll give me like healing or whatever or not. Alright, so this is the dummy that actually will take stars damage. So let's swap to a full single target here. Wait. I think I need the right traits for it first. Maybe we'll do this. Everything else should be fine. I think Blood Enemy is really good too. Okay. Stars, can you proc? Did it hit for 150? 100k. Stars just hit for 100k, boys. Stars hit for 100k, baseline. That was first stack. 1 stack of stars. But how much can we get with like multiple stacks? Can we stack stars though? That is my question. I want to see what happens when we stack a bunch of stars. Because it hits for 100k, I'll pop. Oh my god, this fucking eyeball is huge! I was just getting melted by the eyeball just now. Second set of stars, what did that hit for? 116. A 300k crit with stars at 3 stacks. So we're gonna just try to do the least amount of damage and hoping we proc stars, boys. Because I don't want to proc the eyeball on me again. 186. What happens when we get it to 10 stack? Can we get like a half a mil a star? That's what I want to know, boys. 202! At 5 stacks, 202! Or 4 stacks, I guess. Now it's 5 stack. Okay, boys, 202. What is the highest we can go? Oh, I'm hoping we don't have the eyeball fucking me up again. Oh, lordy. 203, 230, 230. Hold on. And that's some 5 stacks. And now it's 6 stacks. What's the next one gonna be? 230, 252. It's not gonna be half a mil unless it crits. It has to crit, I think. So 7 stacks, 270. What is it? 270 something? Because it procs quite a bit. I'm actually getting quite good trinket procs too. I'm still doing like 55k DPS just with procs, dude. Oh my god, what if that's all you do as Arcane Mage? You just basically try to proc stars. Oh my god, that'd be hilarious. 293k. 293k, dude. Please? I'm gonna get it to 10 stacks, dude. I want to see how much it does at 10 stacks. I'm trying to do the least amount of damage, so I'm kind of trying to get it to proc, but I also don't want the eyeball to proc too. I don't want to be able to move the fuck out of the eyeball procs immediately. Or eyes block it. Because the eyeball just like took 2 shots at me and it was almost obliterated. Come on, proc, please. Proc! Do it! Proc! Come on! Do the thing! $316? Hold on, get me that 10 stack. Wait, what about a 10 stack? Highest hit possible. Highest hit possible. Hold on, I'm gonna empower myself and hope that... 371? Hold on, can we get one more? 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 371 while I'm buffed? While I'm buffed? While I'm buffed? While buffed? Please, while buffed? Ah! The eyeball spawned on me, dude! Oh my god, the zone, you can't even see the end of it. Okay. Can I get a buff? Please proc, please proc. Shielding myself just in case. Proc, I want to see the hardest hit ever. Crit for me too, baby. Crit for me. Crit for me, baby. Do it. Do it. 371k. At 10 stacks with this much stars, 371 a pop, dude. Holy shit. Imagine actually having... Because we are going to be able to gain a lot of corruption resistance over time. See, if I actually got my cloak up and running, imagine how much corruption I could save off with this much, dude. That's huge. I mean, that would never be like a realistic playstyle, but that is still insane damage. That price would probably be pretty good actually with Haste Mastery for single target. You probably can have some sort of shenanigans with it. Okay, onto my rogue, boys. We got a couple things we can open on my rogue. Anyone want to hear a joke? No? Okay, I can hear a joke. Hey, I got a question. Actually, I have no question. Okay, it's fine. Sim engage gameplay. I know, right, dude? Crazy rotation, dude. Super close, super clutch. Big procs. Let's go. Okay. And I think I'm set, actually. I'm set, upset, and reset. What do we get? Okay, I'm outlaw. What do we get? What addon do I use to make a live bar look like that? Called Easy Frames. Weapon! Haste from source to the mastery. Interesting. I don't think it's better than Folly, but I will sim it. That is a very interesting weapon. Huh. With haste procs. I wonder if I could actually go for more versatility on my gear and have minimal haste, and just without weapon have a little bit extra haste. I'm pretty sure it's not that good though. Maybe it is. I don't know actually. Do you think Blizzard's going to give casters animations for the weapons instead, them always being in the back so nothing? Animations for the weapons? Like, how would that look? What would that look like? What do you think about class thing in Shadowlands, especially with Outlaw? I'll look at it in a second. I made a video on it, and that's probably going up for tomorrow, but I kind of like him. I like the changes so far. Love your rogue, man, dude. Plumbus. What is this weapon, dude? What is that? I'll sim it. It's only 10 corruptions. It's not too much. We can actually run a 5-mask vision tonight, too. So we'll be able to get quite a bit of corruption resistance. See what weapon... Oh, see what I get for PvP, man. The casting with a weapon. Mastery. Increase the amount of versatility again from sources. Wait, that could actually be really good. Hold on. That could actually be not terrible. I do have a PvP build with all about versatility. I do have this belt with a little versatility, but if I pop this on, do I gain more? Because I already have boots with the versatility, and this is a belt with Versa. Will that give me more Versa or not? That was the question. Less Versa. But wait, what if I go for this thing? Badge, 25 Versa. Versus 27 Versa. Wait, so this belt actually sucks. It's just too much mastery. If I could lose haste somewhere else. Actually, it removes a lot of haze that I have too. Wait, what if I use these pins to increase haste? I mean, it's not that much better, really. Yeah, I don't think that's actually a good piece. Rip. Rip, boys, rip. Rip, rip, rip. Let's go see if you can buy maybe Azeroth. Do we have enough? We do. Okay. We're going to try to see if we can buy a shoulder for PvP. We don't need any other shoulder or any other piece. We're going to try to see if we can get the PvP shoulders first. If we do, like, then we'll start getting gear for other specs and builds as well. So this is our we're just to go, my man. You didn't see my message? I don't know if I did or didn't. Hey Dalaran, is it good looking for members? What server are you on? Illidan. I guess we're always recruiting, technically. But we are a mythic raiding guild, so it's not my choice who gets in, it's the guild choice. I joined the guild didn't join me. You know what I mean? Shoulder. I don't think this is a good one. Technically, Spalders, it isn't the one I wanted. It does have snake eyes and it does have ASUS, but I would love for a dead shot. Wow, that's actually a really bad shoulder. Really bad. Is this good for any of the other specs? No, actually. Wow, this is the only thing this is good for is assassination with nothing personal and double dose. But even that, I don't think. I think the raiding pieces are probably better for assass. I mean, it does have the snake eyes. I kind of want to put in snake eyes on this thing just for now. We'll do one ASAP sleeve, and I want to see just how much damage actually gives me with snake. Just the raw, like, raw damage. So we'll go to the PvP test, right? We have snake eyes here, and we don't have snake eyes in the shoulder. But if we equip these, how much damage will my Sinister Strike have? 7,000 extra. But less pistol shot damage. Would that actually be better for PvP? I think that might actually be a lot better for PvP. Hold on, who can log on and let me like wail on you for a second? But you, so you're online, can I just hit you with these just to see how much damage I do? Just to see how much more damage over increase this is. Anybody? I just need like a human trained dummy just to test stuff on. Once it goes in, yeah, I think so. I had 2k Residium and I bought 5 today and they're all useless for Outlaw with Viz for Assass. Yeah, I think the game wants you to go Assass at that point. Got your fam invite? Alright, Squiz, appreciate ya. Yo, come over here, bud. And just basically like face away from me. That's all. I just want to build up. I just want to be able to wail on you on Sinister Strikes and see how much damage is base. And then after reroll, just how much is it increased. Plus, you're a plate character, so I'll be able to see the damage raw. Do I play only Outlaw? I like Outlaw. I don't feel like playing other specs, honestly. What's the fast way to get rep? Depends what you're trying to do. Like, just basic rep in BFA. Like World Quest and Emissaries, I'd say. But I was Assassin after watching Dalaran and went Outlaw, and I'm rank 50 on my US server. That's pretty cool, man. Okay, cool. Thank you for being a trained dummy. So we're gonna see just how much damage a normal Sinister Strike does. So, normally Sinister Strike, you can't fucking see it, can you? Because see how it absorbs. Sinister Strike hits for... Does it even show up? Okay, Sinister Strike hits for about 4,000 normal hit. Why is it not showing up? Okay, Sinister Strike, 3,000, 3,000, 4,000 sometimes. 3,000, 4,000. Not sure what affects it. And if I reroll, wait, we got a good buff, but like I don't want to use this buff because it's 20% extra damage. Okay, cool. 6,000, so it basically doubles my Sinister Strike damage. And you can give me 9k crits on Sinister Strike. Double the damage for Sinister Strike is actually sounds quite nice. It's 6,000 on a plate class, so that's pretty good actually. What if I get a reroll for the buff that I'm looking for? There's one buff, broadsides. If I get that, that could be really nutty. Master for 3 mind rank. You got 3,000 master from 3 rank 3s. Yo, that's pretty good. Okay, we got ourselves the buff. 9,000 normal non-crit with broadsides. 13 crits. Yo, you can actually go for... What about pistol shot? Okay, a pistol shot does far less damage, but my Sinister Strike does so much more. Holy shit, 9,000k Sinister Strikes. Okay, until I'm out of buffs. 7,000 here, but I think it's increased with versatility and procs. Yeah, so it essentially doubles my Sinister Strikes if I have 3 of them in PvP. Essentially. Now the question is it better to have double damage on Sinister Strikes or double damage on pistol shots, I guess? Let me go back to the other trait. Squiz, like heal off me or something. Just like generate runes and like death strike off me for a bit. So make sure you have the health. Because I want to test out the pistol shot damage too, and Sinister Strike with 2 Snake Eyes and triple Dead Shot. Oh yeah, Transfusion will work too. Aw, dude, they nerfed that healing so much. You usually just heal to full without even taking damage. And now you have to take a little bit of damage before you can heal. I can heal myself. Here we go. Okay, cool. Not perfect, perfect. Awesome. So let me see if I can roll, right? Okay, we got roll the 2 go to a buff. I want to make sure it's not like I don't want to muddy my numbers here. And then Sinister Strike normally hits for 5k, so 1,000 difference. So 5k and 4k is still pretty good, but then Pistol Shot hits for 19. So Pistol Shot that hits for, wait, why did it hit for 20 something before? Maybe it crit? Pistol Shot, 35. So Pistol Shot crits can do quite a lot. Honestly, so I can do Heed My Call. Wow, that procced quite a lot. Okay, go ahead, heal off of me a little. Or if you have food, that could work too. I don't really know. So Sinister Strike can hit for about 5 or about 6-ish plus if I have all the triple Snake Eyes buffs. And then it really comes down to a choice of double Dead Shot or triple Dead Shot. And Pistol Shot, where is that at? Pistol Shot. Crit for 35 on a play class. And can hit up to 19. Okay, so hit for about 20. So a average of 20. Oh, I'm gonna die. Okay, let me whoa. It's got a little ham. Let me stop the shoulder again. Here we go, that's the Snake Eyes one. So about 6k, which is really strong, honestly, on a play class. And then that between the eyes should do a little damage. And then Pistol Shot, actually don't have it. 18k. So 19k or 18k. What about if this Pistol Shot crits? Okay, I want to try to see if I can crit Pistol Shot on Squiz. I want to get a crit on the Squiz with Pistol Shot. And see what crit numbers I get. Because I can get 35k crits, but like what are the crits looking like with double Dead Shot? Or with Ace. Actually, I'll do between the eyes and Squiz. 27. So 35 versus 27. What's better, sustained damage or burst damage? Hard to tell. I also have this other shoulder that is not as good for PvP, but it works out okay. Dead Shot and Snake Eyes, but only a heroic version. I want to see how much... Okay, really 5 buff? Okay. Alright, game. Okay, now normal numbers. Wait, really? Only 3k? Wait, 6k. Wait, this actually does quite a bit of damage. And then my Pistol Shot. I don't know if it procced actually, or properly. Oh my goodness. So we got Dead Shot set up. 20k. Wait, maybe these shoulders might be better. The heroic shoulders with Snake Eyes, triple snake, so I get more snake. And also still get more damage from the pistol shots. With Dead Shot. 21. So it essentially has the same damage as if I had those other shoulders. So one single Dead Shot at heroic is just not worth, honestly. You gonna check with the rabbit hole? Probably. Alright, thank you, Squiz. Appreciate it, my man. Thanks, bud. Alrighty, boys. Let's go and do some keys on our alts. For fake. Appreciate ya. The DK healing nerf made them not so great in 1v1 duels. They can't out-heal the damage easily anymore. They just die without having wings up. Yeah, they really don't have a lot of out-healing. They could just brute force to people, but not anymore. What's up, Tuma? How do you, man? Stamina doesn't increase DPS. Stamina? I guess not. Hey, Dalaran, which is better for high intellect or stamina frost mage? Intellect. But your secondary stats like crit, haste, verse, and master are probably better, honestly. So in terms of, I think I'll just stick with the build that I had before, and I think I am gonna actually go with the Gladiator's badge. I kind of like the playstyle of High Versa and Crucible. I mean, Breath of the Dying, I've been doing that recently with Tickle with a bike, but I don't know if I like the bike that much, honestly. I guess I'm just not used to it. But yeah, those shoulders are really not bad. I think maybe in 3v3s they could be pretty good for like consistency of damage. I don't know how I feel about it though. Maybe like an actual viable weapon master build could finally be a thing if I didn't have a bunch of dead shots in. And I'm not going Paradise Lost. And I'm not going Retaliation of Fear. That'd be too weird. Okay. Alright, boys. You want to take a look at all the class changes we're getting for Shadowlands? I think it'd be kind of fun. Yeah. Okay, let's do it. I want to see your opinion on them. Okay. I will go through them pretty quickly. Warrior will be fun? I think so too. I think Warriors are not getting the most amount of updates for Shadowlands, however. But we'll have to wait and see, yeah? Okay. And then maybe we can go do a horrific vision or do keys. Maybe keys, because I don't know if how many of you guys are like into horrific. I like seeing what corruption we get from a 5-master card, maybe. Maybe we'll just do that. So Shadowlands class updates. There's a lot of changes happening to classes. Some classes are being brought back to what old school expansions had them, while others are being adapted forwards in a weird new direction. But all the classes in BFA coming out are going to be pretty base. No essences, no traits. It's going to make us pretty bare bones. So Blizzard has to do some corrections left and right. How's Demon Hunter looking? They're pretty new, so they're not getting too many changes, unless you're a tank Demon Hunter. And then they're getting dope-ass changes. So, I have a video coming up on all this in the future. I'll release it as soon as I can. But, this is going to be my, I guess, very brief thought processes on what I think of all the class changes and what they are getting. So Death is getting quite a lot in terms of the raiding and dungeons and environment. Abilities like a Death and Decay are coming back, which isn't major, but Anti-Magic Zone is. And what it does is it puts a dome around allies that reduces the damage by 75%. Blizzard might tweak that number, but having a mass group damage reduction for magic is huge. They also get back Lichborn, so they can deal with fears and stuff a little bit easier. Raise Death to Summon Ghosts for all pets. Sacrificial Bag that enables Death Knights to perform familiar ritual to sacrifice their undead minions to siphon their health. So, Sacrificial Pact comes back instead of Death Pact. Chain of Ice is going to be available for all specs. And for Blood, they got some flavor stuff with Blood Tap. Allows Death to consume essence of slain enemies and generate 1 Ruin. So in dungeons, it's going to be really interesting. Rune Tap comes back without needing it to be a talent. And abilities like Rushal Blood will significantly heal those bloody bruisers for each active Bone Shield charge and grant 5 runic power. So, baseline, they basically just getting more tankiness and some flavor stuff. Frost DK will be able to play with 1-handers and 2-handers, which is going to be dope. I don't know how it's going to affect their gameplay. Maybe like 2-hander will make Obliterate do more damage, while 1-hander will make Frost Strike do more damage because you have 2 1-handers, like more damage. So maybe like 1-hander will be more mastery focus for the frosty damage, while 2-hander will be more versatility, haste, crit focus for Obliterate damage. Maybe. We don't know yet. You also will be able to get Frostworm's Fury, so that's a Legion artifact weapon ability. So where like the dragon flies from the sky and just breathes ice on your enemies, every Death Knight gets it as a baseline. That's going to be pretty cool. And then other talents like Hyperthermic Presence, which will have the runic power cost of abilities. So you'll be able to like for a moderate amount for a time. You'll be able to use abilities that use runic power, and like breath, for example, breath build hypothermic together, and you'll be able to just chain a bunch of runic power and just maintain it for far longer or something, stuff like that. Have you already opened a chest just tuning in? I did. Nothing super insane, lots of simming to do, but nothing amazing. Mage got a lot of stars though, so I have like tier 7 stars on Mage. Unholy Death Knights are embracing the BFA model of summoning undead enemies, undead allies. They're even giving them a master to update the damage they do for their pets. You also will get a passive Mages of the Dead as part of your Army of the Damned talent returns an even stronger force with similar faithful recruits. So if you do talent of Army of the Damned, you'll get a Mages of the Dead, and you'll be able to Death Coil and Epidemic are going to reduce the cooldown of your Army of the Dead as well. So you'll be able to use them far more often. Also, reduce the cooldown of your Apocalypse too, so that's still in the game. But yeah, Master is going to increase the damage of all your undead armies as well. And you also get Gargoyle as a baseline. So you're all going to be like all about dots and stuff, but also more about pets and more about pet damage. Going to Shadowlands. Demon Hunter, mostly unchanged. Everybody's going to use Fury instead of Pain for the Vengeance, and everybody gets Immolation Aura as a baseline ability, so that's going to be pretty cool. Havoc, for the most part, doesn't change a lot. There's like few talent changes. Vengeance is going to play more like Havoc now, though. Fell Devastation as a talent for... Actually, should I log on the game while I show you this stuff? Because I can log on each one of this class and show like the different talents. Like, I could show you Fell Devastation. Yeah? Let me actually do that. I think that'd be cool. I'll be able to show you like specific talents and stuff if needed. Let's try it. Maybe it'll slow down this whole... Maybe it'll slow it down, but I want to show you some of the cool stuff just so you can see like the talents and stuff, right? So if you're a tank Demon Hunter and your Vengeance, you're basically going to play very similar to... Play tank. You're going to play very similar to how Havoc Demon Hunters play. So right now, Havoc has a playstyle with I-Beam and Demonic, right? You build up a little bit of resource, you pop I-Beam, it activates your Metamorphosis, and then you're good to go. So the Demon Hunter tank is also going to be able to get Demonic. Fell Devastation, this ability right here that makes you channel fire out of your mouth, baseline. That's your new I-Beam. And you'll be able to use that and transform into a demon for a short amount of time, just like Havoc. And also the changing, so you'll be able to get more talents and abilities where when the enemy bosses are attacking you, you hit them back harder and you get defensive buffs for it. So you'll be more aggressive playstyle instead of defensive. Like that'll be your defenses, but they'll come with like natural damage to it essentially. And you'll do more stuff with like soul cleaving allies, souls and stuff, or enemy souls. Druid are getting completely redone, so you'll be able to have access to Ferocious Bite, Barkskin, Cyclone, Stampeding Roar, and Iron Fur regardless of your spec. Heart of the Wild returns as a talent, allowing druids to use off-roll abilities during combat. So in 2s and 3s, this is going to be insane. Affinity Talents are associated. Affinity Talents associated with each specialization grant also an extra ability. So if you're in Bounce Affinity, you get Typhoon, baseline, any one of the specs. So it means Typhoon probably is baseline for all boomkins. If you are a Feral Affinity, you get Maim, so you'll get a stun. Maybe that'll be in replacement of Bash. Guardians get a Capacitating Roar no matter which spec is. So imagine Resta Druid with the Capacitating Roar as a daze, extra CC. And Resta can use All-Star's Vortex. So there it is. There it is. So Bounce is going to go back to Wrath of the Lich King design with Eclipses. Honestly, at this point, you better just look up a guide for boomkins for Wrath, and you'll get more or less, or maybe Cataclysm, and get more or less an idea of what boomies were like back in the day. But it's going to be weird. You lose Solar Wrath and Lunar Strike to Wrath and Starfire, the original abilities. And you'll basically have this bar that goes from like Lunar Empowerment, and then when Lunar Empowerment you use Lunar abilities to spend it, then you'll take that bar all the way to Solar Empowerment, and then you'll spend it with Solar abilities, so like Wraths. The more Wrath you cast, the further you push it into the Lunar. The more Starfire you cast, the further you push it into the Solar. So you'll basically put up dots, Wrath, 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 Lunar, Starfire, 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 Starfire. The empowerment is over. Then you continue to Starfire to push it in the opposite direction until it hits Solar Empowerment. Then you Wrath, because that will do more damage. And you'll have basically like a build, big damage. Build, big damage. Abilities like Star Surge will extend eclipses, so you'll stay in that eclipse longer. Starfall will extend your dots, Sunfire and Moonfire on enemies, and Starfire will also, Starfall I mean, will be around you, your AoE. Your, like, Starfall will rain around you instead of around an area, which is how Boomkins used to be back in the day. Druids are getting some changes with Blood Talents, where instead of casting Regrowth, you'll go for Shred, Rake, Ferocious Bite in quick succession, and your group will do more damage. Which I guess is cool. Guardians are getting Berserk, so think Berserk for Feral Druids, where they get like a lot of Ray energy and they can just skip shredding and biting and bleeding and whatnot. So Guardian Druids basically get that. It's like a soft Incarn. So they can open her on a boss or in Trashback and really just be able to thrash and maw and claw and whatnot. I think it'll help them pick up aggro, and they'll have cooldowns shortened from Mangle, Thrash, Growl, and Frenzied Regeneration, so they can hold aggro better. And reduces the cost of Iron Fur. And Renewal comes back as a talent. Like, they've never had Renewal. It's a percentage heal. Resto Swiftman is going back to, you'll consume heal over time effects to kind of like, basically kind of like how Affliction works. You know how you put a bunch of dots in your Death Coil, and Death Coil deals damage based on the duration of dots left. So Swiftman will basically clean off those hots you have, and whatever, I guess, duration you would have had, the more hots you have, it'll snap emergency heal on ally. And they'll add Nature Swiftness, so NS is back, so you can NS into Instacast Regrowth or Rebirth or Entangle Root, so you can Instacast Regrowth people back to full. And Nourish is coming back. It's like a long channel cast, and it'll do healing, triple your mastery. So if you have a bunch of hots on an ally, and you'll do a long cast of Nourish, think of it like Greater Heal for Priest. You'll do a long Nourish and like, bam! Big efficient heal. The more hots you have on an ally, the more healing they get. Essentially. Hunter, for the most part, not changed. Arcane Shot, Eyes of the Beast, Hunter's Mark, Kill Shot, Scare Beast, Tranquilizer Shot are back for all specs, so you're gonna have utility for days. Beastmaster is not super new. It's getting a lot of new talents that play with your pets, so that's cool. Some of the cool stuff is like Venomous Bite, which is gonna be instead of Spitting Cobra. No one uses Spitting Cobra, like a Cobra that just comes in and just spits poison at the enemy. It does nothing. But they added a talent called Venomous Bite. When Bestial Wrath ends, a Cobra will spawn and aid you. The Serpent's power increases based on how many times you use Cobra Shot during Bestial Wrath. So you Bestial Wrath at full focus, and you're, you know, kill command, Cobra Shot, kill command, Cobra Shot. The more Cobra Shots you do while Bestial Wrath is up, the stronger that pet is going to be. So I think it's just going to play a lot better into the playstyle instead of just take a global to spawn a snake that does nothing, essentially. Marksman, I didn't get too many crazy changes. I was thinking maybe they would take him back towards Legion, but they didn't. Kill Shot is going to be huge for them apparently though. They have Deadeye, which I guess is a talent or something, or an ability. But they can basically have 2 kill shots back to back. So during the executes, Marksman will really start to execute people really easily. Beastmaster and Survival I think will only have 1 kill shot, well 1 charge of it with a cooldown. So Marksman will be able to really just rapid fire kill shots. Biting Shackles is a new passive talent, so enemies that are after they break the root from Biting Shot deal less damage to the hunters for PvP. So they still won't give them a stun, which they really just should. Volley is coming back as a talent. I think Volley right now is a talent, but I could be wrong. But it basically makes Hunter rain down arrows on enemies, and during that time it always gives a trick shot buff, so rapid fire and aim shot will like ricochet to enemies for half the damage. So it's some changes. We'll see how good it is in the future. Survival has nothing new except the buff in Hydra's Bite, buff in Butchery, buff in Steel Trap, buff in Tip of the Spear, and buff in Flanking Strike, and reducing focus cost of Chakrams. Survival Hunters have a really cool set of talents that are never in use because they suck. Like, actually not having Hydra's Bite talented is better than Hydra's Bite talented because it just reduces your damage in general, for the most part. So certain talents are just really bad on damage, and they're just getting a raw buff. Hopefully it's big enough to actually make like a playstyle, because Tip of the Spear Survival Hunter feels so good to play, but it does no damage. So you kind of have to play Mongoose Bite, so you have to play this juggle playstyle. And it would feel so much better if you didn't have to do that. So maybe that'll be enough to just like, if simple abilities did more damage with survival, it might make a much better playstyle than Mongoose Bites, but we'll see how it works. But Blizzard, that's all they did. For mages, they've given back like certain Arcane Fire and Frost abilities, so Arcane Explosion is available for all mages, Fire Blast is available for all mages, everybody can cast Frostbolt, everyone can cast Mirror Images, and Fire Ward is back, Frost Ward is back, which is like an absorb for fire damage or absorb for frost, but that's about it. And Alter Time is back for Miss Pandaria. And new talent of Focus Magic, which gives allies crit chance, which is cool. Arcane Mastery now works for all abilities rather than just Arcane Barrage and Arcane Blast. Touch of Magi is baseline, so you can cleave better. Single target. And your Equipoise trait now becomes a talent that you can choose to play with. So Mastery, working for more than just 2 abilities, is going to be huge for your explosions and your missiles to buff the playstyles. Fire, your Fire Blast now force the ignites to spread a lot more evenly. So when an enemy, like, let's say you fireball an enemy and you fire blast them, and when you fire blast, that ignite spreads easier instead of just like every few ticks. But it'll spread out to up to 8 enemies close to your target. So I guess you would build up a big mastery buff on an enemy and you fire blast so it spreads and it keeps splashing. Which I guess is gonna give him more, because fire mages, like, they're really good in terms of like mastery burst damage with Master Blaster right now, but I don't know if it'll be good for them or not, but it makes it easier to cleave. Mage's talents are now getting a buff, so like Blast Wave does more damage. Kindling is going to be better, so you can be a minute mage if you want to instead of a 2-minute mage. Damage bonus to Pyroclasm to make that talent a little stronger. Then Frost has not really a lot. We know when Frost Mage though does have this thing where you cast Frostbolts until you get a Brain Freeze, and then you can Frostbolt into Flurry into Ice Lance, and normally your Frostbolt will start flying, and then you hit Flurry and it flies faster. So it'll reach the enemy and make them act like as if they're frozen. Frostbolt connects, you send an Ice Lance, that connects, all counts as if enemy is frozen. But it had this like weird distance thing, so if you were too close to the enemy, you wouldn't be able to chain the buffs together. Because Flurry needs time to travel, and it casts after Frostbolt, so if you're too close, it doesn't hit him. So basically they're making it so that you apply a debuff on the enemy, and your next 2 spells act as crit. Plus, while that buff is up, your allies also have a small chance of higher crit chance, I guess. Don't know exactly what they mean, but yeah, there's that. Monk, you'll be able to summon Niozawa, Zuan, and Yulon as a buff, like as a big buff. That's going to be the big playstyle change. You get 45 Brew, Expel, Harm, Spin, Great Kick. That just returns to Mr. Pandari design, where you would use it to execute an enemy that's lower health than you. So that's cool. Tanks, when they execute an enemy, they spawn like, they get brews or get buffs and stuff. When healers execute an enemy, they spawn Chi orbs or healing orbs. When Windwalkers execute an enemy, they spawn Chi. So they'll be able to get like different buffs for allies. Brewmaster is getting a lot of this Mr. Pandaria redesign back. It's going to summon Yozawa the Ox. It's going to be Touch of Deathing for stagger damage, or clear stagger damage, that's what it does. It's going to have different brews, shuffles back, you can do 1-hander or 2-hander, essentially, and some more other talents. Mystery, we're getting Invoke Chiji Red Cranes, because like Conflict and Strife gives you a Red Crane stance to do damage, so you'll have that as a talent to work exactly the same way. Windwalkers are able to go for 1-hander or 2-hander. They can invoke Zuan, Touch of Death, we talked about it, and they'll be able to do Dance of Chi-Ji as a trait. Will also be a talent choice, so that trait is going to be pretty big. Paladins, for the most part, are getting the biggest change. They're basically getting all the toolkit that a Paladin brings into what the class is about. So the difference between Holy Paladin, Prod Paladin, and Red Paladin is really going to be, oh, he's just there to do damage, tanking, or healing, but their toolkit is going to be huge. They're getting Blessing of Sacrifice, all specs. All specs get Hammer Wrath, all have Sense Dead, which I feel like in Shadowlands your map is going to be just covered with like dots of like all those undead, because you're in Shadowlands, everything is dead there. Shield of Righteous, even though you don't use shields half the time, everybody's going to have a big shield slam. Turn Evil, which is like a AoE fear for undead and demons. Ward of Glory. Another ability is like Crusader Strike, Hammer Wrath granted Holy Power. Everybody gets Holy Power, by the way. Concentration Aura to reduce the interrupts and silence duration. Retribution Aura for Paladins to avenge fallen allies. Crusader and Devotion Auras. Divine Purpose coming back as a talent for all specs. Seraphim for all specs. So basically, essentially, no matter who you are, Holy, Red, or Prod, you're going to have so much of like similar toolkit. But I guess that's what they wanted for Paladins. They wanted for a Holy Paladin or Red Paladin or Prod Paladin to really have a lot of same toolkit, so you can stack Paladins. So you don't always use it in Holy Paladins. You could have Paladins, Red Paladins, Prod Paladins, Holy Paladins. If they have a good toolkit, stack any amount of Paladins you can. But Blessing of Sacrifice for Red, Bubble Sack, easy. huge. So in terms of actual spec changes, like Glimmer of Light comes back as a talent. You're still gonna have Aura Mastery. Prod gets like Shining Light ability where Word of Glory is free when a Judgment crits. So prods are gonna heal allies too a lot apparently with Word of Glory, if they need to. Retribution gets Wake of Ashes as baseline, and Imperial Power, which is like Crusader Strike, has a chance to make your Divine Storm cost no holy power and do more damage. So that's gonna be a talent somewhere in the bars. But for Paladins, mostly it's just like, hey, your whole class is getting a whole redesign back to the good old days. Difference between Holy Red and Prod is going to be minor. It's just, are you a tank, are you the healer, or are you DPS? Technically, I think Retribution could, because Red has access to Shield of Righteous. So I guess if your tank dies, if you have a shield in your bags as a Red, you could equip a shield and just tank for a moment. Technically. Probably. Priests, they'll allow shadow spells as well as holy spells to be used by a bunch of priests, and they want to play more with shadow and holy. So like shadow priests will use holy spells to heal themselves. Holy priest will use shadow spells to do damage. So you don't always need like only holy tree or only shadow. A disc is like in the middle. Everybody gets Mind Blast, Mind Soothe, Power Infusion, Shadow Ward Death, and Shadow Ward Pain. And Power Infusion can now be cast on allies. They just added this. They literally just added this. I don't think I've had this in my video, but I think they literally just... You can cast Power Infusion on that. It makes your allies do more damage. You're gonna be buffing people. Dude, there's gonna be a priest stacking a bunch of Power Infusions on a mage, and you're just gonna blast a boss to fucking smithereens, dude. The Giga Blast and things. Crazy. We'll get to Rogue and other class in a bit, boys. Disc Priest, you're gonna be able to have holy, like very much heal more abilities, but you also do some shadow abilities where you do more damage, like Lights Go Rest. Every time you drop the dome, it'll heal allies, and when it expires, it'll heal them again. So like more healing. Or you delve into Shadow Covenant, where you'll do the same thing with the heal. You'll target an ally, you'll heal them, heal a bunch of allies around you, but you can't cast holy spells for a bit. You chose the Shadow Covenant, and now you have more damage with damage abilities. So for Atonement Priest, it's going to be quite huge. You'll do emergency heal on allies, and then blast the adds, and Atonement should maintain them, hopefully. And you also have Mind Blast, which will be big, but also be pretty costly on mana. So that'd be cool. So this Priest might have a damage playstyle even more. Holy will have a couple more circle healing traits, talents. I don't play Holy. I don't know. How many of you guys are Holy? None? Okay, cool. We can move on. Shadow. More Insanity stuff. Play more Insanity. Surrender to Madness comes back if you remember that on Legion. Cool. Rogue. Poisons. Well, we got poisons. All of us also get instant crippling, mining, numbing poison, wound poison, Shiv as well. Pickpocket. This is actually a flavor thing to do. So Shiv is going to be pretty big damage, by the way, apparently. Especially for Assassination. For the others, the Rogue is basically going to put up a stronger version of those poisons that you have equipped. So like stronger crippling or stronger instant poison or whatever. Or wound. Pickpocket will frequently uncover new ingredients that can be mixed into your Crimson Vial, augmenting power next time Rogue drinks it. Now, how flavorful is that shit? Fucking flavorful, dude. Pickpocketing, because you remember Suramar when you walk around pickpocketing people for like those coins to take to Noggin Fogger? You'll do that and you'll have better concoctions. Huge! It's so cool. Assassin is going to do more damage with poisons, of course, but Shiv is going to act like Toxic Blade, basically. You get baseline Toxic Blade, and you have talent to increase the damage of that Toxic Blade better. And you get Ambush too. Blindside talent will also sometimes make it so that you can ambush while out of stealth, especially when enemy is a low health. So now how you use that Blindside as for one comp point, instead of just ambush the enemy. That'd be fun. That'd be pretty cool. That's essentially it. Does somebody message me? Baron? Please holy main, thank you. Oh my god, out of here, dude. Yeah, there's like 5 of you. The Holy Priest isn't one of the most popular priests. I think it's Disc right now in Shadow. I mean, some people probably play Holy, but most priests that are healer priests, they are fine swapping between Holy and this. They're not like, I'm a Holy main, I'm gonna stay main on Holy. Outlaw. So Outlaw is weird. Some rogues are throwing a bit of a fuss in the rogue Discord. I'll tell you right now. It's pretty doom and gloom about Outlaw, but let me tell you what's going on. So Outlaws are now not going to use common points on Roll the Bones. Instead, it's going to be on cooldown with Roll the Bones. I guess it's going to be like maybe max common points or max duration. Maybe short-ish duration. Instead, you'll be using Restless Blades, so spending calm points to finishes, you use Restless Blades passive to get back Roll the Bones cooldown. Kidney Shot returns for stuns, so between the eyes no longer stun. Between the eyes now makes foes more susceptible to the rogue's critical strikes and stunning them. I don't know if it's more chances to crit or more damage from crits. Could be either one. So between the eyes, so your outlaw rotation is going to be build calm points, between the eyes for debuff, build calm points, dispatch, and then Roll the Bones when you have it up. Interesting. Some people say it's going to be really bad. I would agree that if you take current Outlaw Rogue and add these buffs, it'll probably make the spec feel really terrible to play. However, I think with lots of essences and trades, Blizzard is going to do tuning for abilities, so it's going to work out in the end, but maybe I'm too optimistic. But I think it's cool. Now, calm points on Roll the Bones is an interesting direction. Between the eyes being a debuff, Kidney Shot coming back in PvP might allow us to do more raw damage in PvP, boys, because we do less sustained damage than some of the other specs in PvP. Plus, with Wound Poison, that's going to make us so strong, but that's to me. Evasion returns as Outlaw's defensive ability. Yay! Because we can't parry everything, but Repose is a talent and upgraded if you do want to use it. Retractable Hook now increases the speed of Rogue's grappling hook, so faster grapples, boys. I like it. Subtlety. For Subtlety, you're going to have Find Weakness baseline. Rejoice. And when you have Find Weakness on an enemy, Eviscerate also does extra shadow damage. You also can apply Find Weakness on multiple enemies for a new aerial effect finisher, Shadow Vault, which also assaults targets with Find Weakness with additional shadow damage. What's up, Aegis? How you doing, my man? So more Find Weaknesses on AoE with Shadow Vault to do AoE damage to enemies. Does shadow damage. Lots of it. Hold on, is my guild doing something? Please make sure to upgrade your cloak before raid. Okay, I'll do that. Shadow Dance gives the power of Dark Shadow as a talent, so Shadow Dance will always increase the damage you do. Rupture returns as a subtlety damage over time. Instead of having a slow with Nightblade and the healing reduction, you'll have Wound Poison and Cripple Poisons for that. Pretty cool, right? Her bad name is Rajani Fortune. Isn't that a faction in the game? The Rajani? Hold on. Yeah, dude. The Rajani, dude. That's our reputation in WoW. I mean, maybe you just thought of it. But Rajani, I mean, it's up to you. Alright, Shaman. So Shaman's again, complete redo. We're going back to Wrath of the Lich King, boys. Everybody gets a Chain Heal, Chain Lightning, Healing Stream Totem, Flame Tongue Weapon, Flame Shock, Frost Shock, Lightning Shield, Searing Totem, and more. Elemental, no more Maelstrom. You're going back to Wrath of the Lich King, Flame Shocks, and Earth Shocks, and Frost Shocks, and Lava Bursts, and Earthquakes, and Chain Lightnings, and no longer build and spend and build and spend. Rajani, I like Rajani. I like that a lot. Enhancement. No more Maelstrom. You get Maelstrom weapon back though, so as you auto attack and do damage, you'll have, hey, Maelstrom proc, instant cast spell or something. Bonus from Hailstrom, whatever that means. Searing Assault to make a Searing Totem just rapid fire things. Overcharge so you can generate 5 stacks of Maelstrom immediately. So you essentially you'll be able to use abilities like Elemental Blast and Lightning Bolt and Chain Lightning for instant cast to while also playing with totems. Essentially, they're going back to the cooldown management specs rather than Maelstrom building and spending specs, which I think is going to be better because there's nothing less enjoyable than as an ally or enhance to just take so long to build up your resources in PvP or PvE. I mean, it works out in PvE, but I think it doesn't work in PvP really well. What changed resource? Well, they changed it back to the cooldown management playstyle rather than resource playstyle, which I think is better. As was official dead for me. What? I mean, the current enhance, dude. How many people actually play here enhance? Current enhance is viable with endgame gear. And as someone who actually plays enhance, this sounds good. Have you played enhance back in the day? Like mop enhance? It was good. It was good. Every button did damage and it's all just cooldowns. That's all. Is it all cooldown? Press it. I think it's gonna be much better if you played back in the day. Restoration, Earth Shield stuff. Moving on. Warlocks. They're getting a lot of cool stuff. First of all, curses everywhere. We're gonna get Curse of Tongues, Curse of Recklessness, Curse of Weakness, Curse of Doom. And you can even Demonic Circles back so you can teleport. Tongue-Tied is a new talent that empowers spells lobbed at a target suffering from Curse of Tongues. So if you put a Curse of Tongue on a boss or an enemy, Tongue-Tied, they get no healing. Wow, playing with curses is going to be a big thing about Warlocks. So this is going to be interesting. Curses are going to be pretty major for your playstyle. Affliction is getting a massive rehaul. Unstable Affliction no longer has a stacking effect and no longer consumes a soul shard. It's just an extra dot you put up, like the good old days. And you can use ability of Malefic Rapture to increase the damage that enemies take from dots. And you'll also be able to get all the talents to increase the speed at which all those abilities do damage. So, yeah, Affliction are getting quite a lot of damage to us, boys. Lots of damage buffs to make it faster to drain enemies, do more damage with those dots, sustain damage over burst, which I'm okay with. Demonology for the most part stays. Dark Pact, I don't know what that is, honestly. And then Destruction, Fire and Brimstone getting buff. Warrior! You're gonna get Execute, Hamstring, Ignore Pain, Shield Block, Shield Slam, Slam, Spell Reflection, Whirlwind are all available for all specs. Challenge, Shout, and Intervene are returning to all specs. Shattering Throw is back with a twist. It will deal devastating damage against foes protected by Absorbent Shield. So now those Paladins, they will get super low, and they'll bubble, and they'll just do a little dance in front of you, do a little shimmy, and there's nothing you can do about it. You'll hit them with a motherfucking Shattering Throw. They either remove their own bubble or basically die inside. It will do damage to them through the shield and break the shield. You know those mages? They're just like, haha, can catch me, Stormbolt them, big damage, slice and dice, and Ice Block, freeze! Freeze, motherfucker! And there's nothing you can do about it, and you know they're just gonna come out of breath, polymorph you, CC you, root you, freeze you, boil you, stick them in a stew. You can just shatter that bitch. And especially mages are like, low health, haha, trolling ya. Just shatter it. You'll blow them up. If they don't break it, their own ice block, they'll be screwed. It's gonna be so good. And for like spec specific changes, but like there's so many defensive changes, dude. Ignore Pain, Shield Block for all specs, Spell Reflection for all specs, baseline. You're gonna have to swap to shields, boys, in order to get those abilities. That's gonna be great. For arms, nothing major. Pierce and Howl cannot be used to slow enemies like Fury Warrior. And then Cleave has been changed a little. Senex, my man! How you doing, my dude? Oh my goodness, look at you, buddy. Look at that beautiful membership. Can we get a hashtag Senex in chat, my man? Thank you so much. Can we get a hashtag Senex showing appreciation for the wonderful member, my man? Sorry, I'm offended, new member. Well, it does a new member, but yeah, you've been a member for a year and 3 months. New member, but thank you so much. Thank you so much. It doesn't say a resub or anything, but how you doing, my dude? You excited for Shadowlands? Checking out all that stuff. Some costs look insane. But yeah, Cleave is going to be like where, essentially when you use Whirlwind and you hit more than 3 enemies, you'll be able to cleave in front of you and apply bleed. So it'll be a little bit better than, I guess it'll be the same as normal cleave. But it'll be a talent. Then you have Deadly Calm will actually reduce the next 4 abilities in rage, so he doesn't have like a short cooldown for you to just like spend and have be like haste capped in order to make work of it. And certain traits will make it back to the spec in talents. Fury, bunch of new talents. That's all. Lots of new talents. And some changes. I don't know if you're wired super well to know every one of them. More stuff. So talents that are bad, they're trying to buff them essentially. Protection. More talents. I know the least of tanks I know is protection. Like I know the baseline, Thunderstomp, Shield Block, Shield Slam, Avatar, that's all. But like in baseline, it's like the meta. For warriors, meta changes in their arms, fury, and prot trees. When Walker Monk changes look so good, I'm excited to play them. Dude, they actually do look pretty dope. I'm interested. Stan's Dance and Modern WoW will be so outdated. So they did say they wanted to bring back certain parts of what a warrior was. Stan's Dancing was a unique concept, and they wondered how they could bring back Stance Dancing without the limitations of Stance Dancing. But I think just being able to at least bring back the ability of shield block, like be able to swap weapons around in combat, can use the ability to shield block or ignore pain defensive or shield slam if you're in shield. Being able to swap abilities around like that would be kind of cool. Not gonna lie. Ha, the new player. Yes, what's up, cat? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my dude. How you liking the warrior chains, by the way? Been a while, my dude. Geometry spells didn't even make him usable. His good design, not good as philosophy. We'll see, we'll see. They might go back on some of those changes. They might adjust. But I think it's good that they give him more abilities to share across the warrior spec. They want warriors to be a tanky juggernaut that protects allies, so giving them all these base abilities will be good. I think players that can take advantage of all these abilities will, but your average Joe doesn't need to. So I think it's going to be a nice middle ground where a player wants to min-max what a warrior does. They could with all these abilities, especially in PvP. It's going to create so much more depth. While your average Joe that just wants to do LFR and just hit a train dummy, essentially, they don't need to worry about it. And they'll do just fine. And I think they'll have fun. Because they kept removing abilities because your average Joe, they didn't want to confuse your average Joe. But it's like, every other player was like, wait, but what if I want to min-max? Like, it's fine if the average Joe doesn't use it, but I do. It was like, oh, sorry. So I'm okay with them bringing back abilities that could create a high skill cap. Do you think Blizzard is going to change GCD at all? We'll have to wait and see. I don't know. I think they are going to maybe stick to the GCD changes. However, certain abilities that could be taken off GCD. Certain abilities definitely could be taken off. Or if you're going to keep them on GCD, you better empower them. So maybe through talents they'll be able to do stuff like that. We'll have to wait and see. Look at the Paladin changes, that might be an idea for a big burst, really. Yeah, with Seraphim, it's going to be huge for Red Pally. Insane. That's what it's going to be, dude. Wake of a big old Seraphim, big old Execution Sentence, big burst. I don't think you're going to be able to compete, dude. So when is the alpha, by the way? Is the alpha out? Was the alpha, boys? Is the alpha out yet? Can we play alpha? Alpha, 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 alpha. Look at that, dude. That's going to be a baseline ability for Demon Hunters. A baseline ability, man. Spell Devastation. Pretty sure it's gonna be like on a 30-second cooldown, maybe. Instead of a minute. DK or Frost DPS? Windwalker or Frost DK for DPS? Both of them are good. Both of them are good. I think I'll have fun with both of them, man. Wait, what? Trying to see if we can have a turn. It's not turning anymore. It's not turning anymore. It's actually turn a little. Like slide kind of to the right. No, I don't. I guess that does it. As long as it's as long time DK main, I'm pretty hyped for 200 Frost Talia, dude. That's gonna be pretty great. I will call it Thursday with the alpha. Yeah, some people are saying Thursday too. Also 2-hand Windwalker, yes please. Yeah. Wait, 90? I thought 60 is Shadowlands cap. Yeah, it's gotta be 60. But they'll need to change like a bunch of talents too, in terms of like when you get them. So those didn't mention anything about that yet, at least in that update. They didn't mention like the talents and levels and stuff yet. I'm pretty sure the world soon is though. As soon as the alpha is out, we'll be able to see like where Blizzard is thinking all those abilities should be. Also, what new talents we'll be getting, because we don't know what new talents we'll get, man. I don't think we're gonna get exactly the same talents, because certain mechanics are just not gonna work anymore. You know? But yeah, this is gonna be very, very interesting, man. But is alpha gonna be released? Hopefully soon. Thursday, some people are saying. Or you guys are saying. Yeah, what's up, Brand? How you doing, fam? Hope you're having a good one. Alrighty, boys. Oh man, should we just look for Shadowlands stuff or just actually do a key? Just read the Boomy changes. As a 2K, 2.6K bouncer in 5 years, I almost cried. No one played my Boomy at all in BFA because of the state of the game. Yo, Civilian, I played Boomy back in Kata with that playstyle, and honestly, that game, like, because I'm pretty sure that's a Wrath of Lich King playstyle, but I know there was the same way or similar way in Kata, and I was like, man, nostalgia. Hope you'll enjoy it, man. It looks like a really fun playstyle, honestly. And I think some of the changes they're doing with Star Surge to extend the lunar empowerments and Starfall, increasing your dot uptime. I think those are really good changes, like that modernize the spec a little bit, you know? So Shadowlands coming out today? Oh, we just mentioned it, dude. We just mentioned Thursday, most likely. We'll see. Vision? Oh yeah, we can do a Vision on my Rogue. It is the Augamar Vision too, so it'll be really easy. Yeah, let's go do a Vision. Fuck it. Bye, Masket. Release a bit of information on the character customization. It's a minor but huge same time. No, yeah, they're gonna definitely release that at a later time, or maybe sometime soon too. Hype for the Feral and Subbrook change. Yo, dude, Subbrook is gonna be so good. We'll see how good Feral is gonna be. I know the Subbrook is gonna be insanely massive. The blood of the enemy and go with a Mythic Plus build. Quick 5-mass scrum, boys. It'll be easy, breezy, beautiful, and sleazy. I did not hear DKs, no. I mean locks? What do you mean? We were talking about locks too. They get in we're talking about locks about how they get in corruptions. Or no, curses. Not corruptions. Do you mage resistance to get the cloak up, man? Do you have mage resistance? I should. I'll do it at some point, Darth. I need to get my mage to the point where I can like full clear easily. My monk can full clear. Mage I might be able to with this what is it? Ogrimmar Visions. If we walk we'll get the Fist of Fury stun, talent roll maybe as PvP talent. I think not having a Fist of Fury stun is fine as it is. Like leg sweep is a pretty long stun, and then they go into Fist of Fury after with that parry. I think it works out for a decent playstyle, honestly. They just do a lot of damage with it in general. What's your back rank on your rogue? 15, but I need to do the new upgrade that is up to date. Haven't done it yet. And we're not gonna get close to Gouge of Nazath anytime soon, boys, but that'll be fun to get eventually. But like endgame pieces that I know they'll never replace. But only have 2 specs, yeah. While druids have 4. Just get your research tree unlocked to the bottom. You don't even need to go that far. You just need to get the one where you can eliminate the officers. Or, you know, their elites. That should be everything, right? Yeah. But. Druid Feral Key? Maybe after this one. For 200 sanity increase? Yeah, it'll be easy, man. It'll be easy. Check Discord, sketch done. Working on details now. Oh shit, that actually looks pretty cool. So left to right. Wolfson, guild leader. Hold on, let me actually show. Just getting some art done for him. So he says left to right. Wolfson is the guild leader and he is pet Shadowclaw. Then in the middle is Matukes. One is DK. And right is Abusives, my rival DPS in our guild as a DH. Dope, dude. It looks so like this is a really good art style to it, you know what I mean? Has character to it. I like it. What do you guys think? That looks awesome, man. You guys can check it in the Discord. Okay, that should be good. I just need to remember to actually lust, because I never lust these ever. So I think I'm gonna go is to the right first, do Rexar, lust Rexar, then we go to the left and hopefully have lust for the final boss. At least I think that's how we're gonna do. As a 5-mask run, I am not gonna go really heavy into like trying to look for chests and stuff. I'm just really trying to complete it ASAP, just so I can get my upgrade. And I'll do my other 4-mask runs for the grind later. What bows do we have? Promise Power and Bloodthirsty? That's not too terrible here. I guess I'm along the way though, just because it's easy. But I'm not really gonna like try for it though, boys. That's your best spec as well. Demon Hunter? No. Unless you're talking about Boomy, then yeah. When do you think this actual expansion is gonna come out? A while from now. That's all I can say. Hard to tell, man. It's gonna be a bit for sure. Dark Delusion Scorched Feet. So I'll have a thing walking after me. Beautiful. My favorite. Holy shit, I actually gotta remove some of the corruptions. Hold on. We can remove 1 corruption. Yeah, just to make it a little bit easier. So we want to kind of get right under this guy. We'll stand right under him and we shouldn't take any damage from his abilities. Oh, apparently that one we are. That one gets us a knockback. Did they fix him? Maybe they fixed that guy actually. Oh, come on. Oh. Die. There we go. I should have bloated the aim, honestly. Stop. Fuck. Fire, dude. Hate this thing. Lust? Okay. Probably should do as much damage as I can while Lust is up. Let's pistol shot him real quick. Okay, I did break that. Okay. I didn't know if I broke that or not. Wasn't paying attention. My thought process is 2021? That's way too late, dude. Way too late. I don't think so. They said themselves before 2020 is over. Oi. Hate the sleep, dude. Got my full 45 weapon with rank 2 TD. That's pretty good. Yeah, I think that's insanely strong, even if it is only 445. Just because TD is percentage health. It's insane. So I want to kind of stand right under this guy. I hope he didn't break him, where we no longer can stand right under him. If you stand right under him when he does his big cast, you actually take no damage. Void Torrent. Yeah, that's still broken. Or he is proper. Not broken at all. Keep him like this, Blizzard. He works just fine. But yeah, if you stand under him when he does a Void Torrent, he doesn't knock you back or doesn't do that whole thing. Then did I see a little thing back here? No, I didn't. Alright, what do we have in the worst parts, in the lost zones? Leaden Foot and Split Personality. Oh, I'm gonna hate Split, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna hate Split. Leaden Foot is not too bad, but this thing is gonna suck. Oh, I think I blocked myself off just now. That's not good. Oh. It is gonna split. Is that Lust? That is not Lust, okay. Let's just execute, or Elite. Oh, that's Lust. Come on. Can I get past here? Oh, what? Oh. I thought it was clean. Yeah, let's run by this real quick. Don't screw me over. Okay, thank you. Yeah, this part up here can kind of suck, so I think I want to blood of the enemy of this thing, actually. These swarmers and all these other dudes can suck. Ah, that's exactly why. And this toxic shit, they can hurt a ton. I'm just gonna cloak. That's probably not a good idea, but did it anyway. I always struggle with that guy. Always fucking struggle. And I don't have Cloak of Shadows, which is really bad. I think I'll be okay because I have Bloodlust, but maybe I should just take it easy. I think I'll be okay, actually. I just gotta kill the piggies first. Alright, boys, wish me luck. This can be kind of tough. Can be rough. Okay, we actually got Bloodlust, so we're okay. Ah, come on. Bloodlust into this bullshit? Oh, the worst. Yeah, they're all dead. I didn't lust. I'm lust now, fuck it. Oh, these things are gonna walk. Oh, this is gonna suck. Okay, not the worst. Not the worst. Could have been much worse. So this, I think, is the hardest part, honestly, unless I just fuck up really badly. But from here on, should be pretty good. Gonna keep the Outlaw in Shadowlands. Outlaw with Poison sounds interesting. Yes, I am. But now in Rogue Discord, it's pretty doom and gloom about how rogues are doing in Shadowlands. But so far, I'm not feeling all that bad. Not feeling all that bad about it, man. It's pretty doom and gloom, though. There's a lot of people concerned that Outlaw is gonna be the worst spec ever in the game. But I think we're not seeing finalized changes. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm just too optimistic, too. But yeah, I'm planning on keeping playing Outlaw. I don't look at these changes and seeing like anything superly bad about it. Again, maybe I'm naive, because it's pretty doom and gloom over in the Outlaw Rogue Discord for some people. Then if I mask, yep. Trying to get it to see what kind of corruption we get at the end. A little bit more TDs, or hoping for Gushing Wound. Or any piece that gives me haste versatility. Any Azeroth gear, or not Azeroth gear, but other stuff that gives me haste versa. Oh, it feels really bad to have Bloodlust pop there, but what can you do, right? Okay, let's just kill this guy. Ah, hate fucking flying everywhere. Knock me back? We're gonna go here first, just to get it out of the way. When you guys do your vision runs, do you guys just like to kind of run in and just burn everything down in massive AoE, or do you guys go little by little, like pack by pack? Because I noticed that there's so many certain classes that I actually like just, you know, grouping everything up, and certain classes that I actually like doing pack by pack. Like Outlaw should be pretty good at AoE, just obliterating the world, but I just take it super slow all the time. Just feels like it's a little bit better. Because then as a rogue, you just kind of go slow and steady, manage cooldowns and stuff. And maybe I should just do way bigger pulls in general. Because maybe it's just better like that. Just group everything and just nuke it. I got big loss, so I might as well go and use it. 5 mass runs, 4 mass just burn it down. Oh, so you take it easy on 5 mass, but on 4 you just burn the world? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, how you doing, my man? Hello, hello. Oh, that could have been really bad. I could have got disoriented. That could have been a really bad combo. Because it could have been disoriented, it could have just jumped on top of me. Oh my god, that does so much sanity damage. Not a lot I could do about it, really. But the sanity gain back, though? Oh, easy. But you got Hazard check. How you doing, my man? Nice, that 2D, dude. I came in clutch because I didn't have a kick for a bit. I actually came in clutch. Just 2D, vacuumed him up, dude. Just hoovered him up. Should probably go in immediately, honestly. Yeah, we gotta go in while we have this up. Uh-oh. Yeah, I walked out of it somehow. How do you manage resources with Outlaw? Like energy, regen, common points, and buffs? Just pay attention to your buffs and energy resources and all that other stuff. That's all I do, man. I don't do anything special. Yeah, I might need to cloak this guy eventually. He can definitely be a little rough sometimes. Yeah, good thing I cloaked there. I didn't really have anywhere to go. The amount of ASUS guy spawns is kind of nutty. I feel like you can just get overwhelmed so fast if you just like take it for a long run. Energy is a big one for me, and other two ones are easy for me. Energy, I don't really worry about it too much. Mostly it comes from gear in terms of energy regen. For Outlaw, you have fairly high energy regen regularly, so I don't worry about it too much, honestly. I know that Outlaw energy regen is higher than your average, that's for sure. Oh, I hate this fucking knockups with fire. Oh, the worst. Hate that thing. This just randomly just go up in the air. It's gonna be so bad for this boss here. That's like the worst combo, honestly. Okay, I have Cloak of Shadows for this next dude. Essentially, I just want to kind of burn down this guy and Cloak of Shadows his hopelessness and just keep trucking as much damage as I can. It's so much easier as a monk, though. Okay, let's go, boys. Ready? Try to see if we can get ourselves the blood of the enemy here. Big between the eyes. Pistol shot to follow. Cloak in this hopelessness so you don't have to be affected by it. At least at first. Now we're gonna get affected by it for sure. Okay, cool. Hit that pretty quickly. With all those things coming from the side, the waves that can stun you, and yeah, it's just really, you just gotta have like a proper setup the first time. If you just start fucking up, if you get knocked by that fire thing, if anything goes wrong, they're just like, ah, you hate it, dude. You hate the living shit out of it. Or at least I do. Our Volpero Rogue is doing these days. They're not terrible. You can go Volpero for the aesthetics. I think it'll be fine. Okay, we have a Bloodlust and everything ready in 2 minutes. Do I just want to sit and wait for Thrall? Maybe not. I don't need to, I mean, essentially. Voidboar. I don't have Cloak of Shadows for those things. Y'all want to wait, boys, or nah? What are we feeling? Do we go in or wait? Wait for Cloak of Shadows. 50 seconds. Do you think we can? Because we could still have orbs. Way easier TBH or DK, DH? Yeah, DH is kind of pretty easy, honestly. So many classes I want to play with these changes. If you're going for Shadowlands, hell yeah, dude. I can't wait either. You have 3 orbs, I'll say wait. Okay, I'll just wait. I haven't even used an orb. I guess these things with enough gear are not that difficult. At least Orgrimmar isn't. I would still use an orb in Stormwind. Just because it's a 5 mask and I don't want to fuck up. Just wait. Okay, 30 seconds. And what I might do is I might orb and then pull them to me because they'll charge to me first, and I'll just kill the boars while I'm in the orb. Maybe that's what I should have done, is just orb and then pull them to me, so cloak doesn't matter. Yeah, fuck it. I'll do that. I'm impatient. I'll just stand on this thing for a bit. What is it gonna do? Hurt me, but it's okay. Ah, the stun, but I think I'm in the orb still. Didn't even need to worry. Surge in Darkness? Okay, walk him out. Oh, good buff. I should go stand in this thing, but I don't want to spread my garbage on the floor. Last up soon-ish. Man, he actually kind of deals a bit of damage, doesn't he? Yeah, Thrall kind of hurts. Kind of. Hopelessness. Did I pause this? I don't think I did. Okay. Now that you have a 5 chest, 5 mass done, 1 storm in, not even gonna do storm anymore, just do 2 mass in arc. Yeah, I feel ya. That's really not a bad choice, honestly. Because now that, because you'll be able to catch up, right? You always have that catch up mechanism ready. Cool. We got that, got that, and let's see what we get, boys. Let's see what we get. Belt with crit mastery and TD. Wait, it's got TD though. It's got TD though. It got that big TD though. I'm okay with that. I was thinking maybe something for PvP, but nah, not today. Yeah, you're right. 6 and 9 corruption resistance. So could I use this somehow in my full AoE build? Maybe if I drop the weapon, that I could. Just, yo, actually that'll be so good in an assassination build. Rank 6 TD, dude. Assassin build, no corruption daggers, just TDs. That would work. That would do pretty well. So then roll the bones chain. So roll the bones is not gonna be based on cooldowns or combo points. It's just gonna be a cooldown. It's gonna be a cooldown that you reduce with the Restless Blaze. Restless Blaze is whenever you spend a finisher for any combo point ability. You reduce the cooldown of other abilities like sprint, grapple hook, vanish, between the eyes, adrenaline rush, stuff like that. So you won't have roll the bones as a finishing move, you'll have it as a buff, like Symbols of Death. And whenever you use eviscerates and stuns, or between the eyes, which isn't going to be a stun anymore, it's going to be debuff, which is interesting. Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting playstyle, honestly. A debuff with between the eyes instead of a stun. It's going to be something, dude. Managing a debuff on enemies the whole time, it's going to be interesting. Tell you what. I'm not gonna hate it. It's gonna be weird for sure, though. I hope it's not too terrible, though. Alright, that was my 4 mask run. We got us to the TD, and if I can get myself decent assassination rogue AoE pieces, then I could make some in here. What a nice message. Yeah, so rolls are still RNG, so we as far as we know, probably, but maybe Blizzard is going to change some of the rolls and the buffs. So for now, yes, they are RNG, but we don't have enough info. Probably are going to be still RNG. Find this roll again and again. Yeah, probably will end up continuing to roll until we get a good buff, yeah. But the game, I guess, isn't going to force you to roll. You'll just pop a roll, and then you just go do damage until you get a good roll. Or maybe the game will basically have you roll all the time. Or maybe, what if you're able to stack buffs? You'll roll, you'll get a buff that lasts, I don't know, like 30 seconds. And then you're trying to reduce the cooldown of roll the bones, you roll again, you roll another buff, now you have 2 buffs. And you maintain those 2 buffs. So the faster you go, so during Bloodlust essentially you could probably get like 3 buffs rolling at the same time or something. With like high amount of haste. Maybe they'll change it, we don't know. That's just an idea. What if they change it to something like that? Not saying that that's exactly what it's going to be. But I always don't like this in time scenario and horrific visions. But I always didn't like this on time scenario like horrific. What? You don't like horrific visions? I think they're kind of cool. It's like a solo challenge. I don't know which rogue to play. Play which one you like best. Dalaran the best. Dalaran the best. Play which one you like, man. And using DK as the nerf to the ground. I don't know. In PvP, you mean? Or I don't know when they nerf Death Knights, but Death Knights are still good. In terms of Shadowlands, they're getting updates. I don't know what you mean when they nerf to the ground. Like, where? Bruh. Hello? What's up, Liam? How you doing, my man? Yeah, I have no idea what you mean nerf to the ground. If you mean PvP, then yeah, they did get nerfed on heals. Outside of that, I think they're still good. I would queue arenas. You'll probably see a lot of them anyway. Death Knights are not nerfed to the ground. That's exactly what I mean. Like, I don't know what they mean by that. Like, people will come into the chat and be like, yo, how are warriors ever since they got fucking dumpstered in buffs? And it's like, what? What does that mean? Hey, how are demon hunters? Are they still OP? It's like, they're kind of strong, yeah, sure. But I don't like this message. It was like, yo, how's this class ever since it got nerfed? And it's like, When is the last time that class got nerfed? Let's like imagine somebody pop in the chat and be like, yo, Dalaran, how are Demon Hunters ever since it got nerfed? It's like, when? That news to me. News to me. I don't like visions. Horrific visions. I think you just complete the cloak quest line and then you're done. I like this Rogue's Mog. It's like real simple. Not a huge fan of like that circlet, but yeah. Outside of that, it's pretty cool. To hide your chat, like the chat, it's like a macro, I think. Yeah, I think there's like a macro you can use to hide it or make it invisible. Maybe there's like add-ons to make it like fade away if you're not mousing over it. Where Demon Hunter and Enhance and Hunter, of course, they're nerfed. Enhance? Wait, you're saying Enhance is better than Demon Hunter? What patch are you played? It says hide chat at the bottom. Where? Huh? Or hide chat like YouTube chat. No, for me it doesn't say hide chat, but I think it might be your add-on cred. Because I think you have a different setup than I do add-on wise. I never heard those words said set as Demon Hunter when the nerfs. Yeah, exactly. Stream chat? I don't know what you mean. What does it say that I went through WoW chat? I have no idea. I did 8 Junker Vengeance. I did 51k overall, Dal. That's pretty good. Wow. What is the rest of your group doing? You have a guy named Papa Smurf in there? Man. Is nobody else doing damage? What are you doing 9s? Do a 10. Or 8s, I mean. Do a 10. No, I said Enhance better than DK. Read, please. Lol. In Hank. In Hank, better than DK. Since when, though? Maybe like certain raid fights. I would say definitely is overall better than Enhance. Both Frost and Unholy. On average. Like, I think they just do more damage and are easier to play. Enhanced is very gear dependent and only good in raids. It can do okay in keys. In PvP and far from it. What? Nerf Demon Hunters now? I'd be okay with it if they got some sort of a nerf. No, Demon Hunters did get some sort of a nerf throughout BFA. I think it was like a trait or something that got nerfed. Maybe. I don't know. Even if Enhance was better, who cares? Did you see something good about weekly chest? I got rank 3 stars on my mage. Check logs. I could check logs that are full of various corruptions. Yes, let me check logs. Yes, sir. I'll check logs for my mem. Just show my overall. I did 100k over freehold. Show overall. Did you post it anywhere? Just show them my overall. I did 100k in Shadow freehold. Wait, you linked it a while ago, right? Hold on, maybe we'll find it. Scrolling, scrolling. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wait, you guys can see it. Bam. In a freehold, I think it's a 15 or 20. Freehold 15. That's what it was. Yeah, Frost DK pumps, dude. 103. I only been able to do 103k DPS on Junkyard, but that's cheese strat, dude. Cheese and it hard. Sent it to Discord a while ago, right? Or did you resend? I got you, Squiz. I got you, dude. I got you, my man. I'm up 40k DPS on a monk. Hell yeah, my chicks. Sounds good, my dude. Assassin is the best for PvP. It's really good, yeah. Single target or AoE, the buddy there. I think it was AoE and key. I was overall for a key damage. But I'm pretty sure Squiz can do like... He could probably do 100k in like a proper setup. If his corruptions proc's really like mad, he probably can, honestly. Yeah, it was overall for the dungeon. That's pretty good though. 40k DPS on a monk. That's huge, Matix. What are you at right now? What are you simming at right now? A bunch of balls, got a bunch of pieces, a bunch of corruptions from weekly chests, but nothing insanely major. One of them did get ooze. I think it was my shaman that got ooze, so I might be able to use ooze and blood on my shaboy. But nothing insane. I didn't need to do visions for all my tunes. With original tunes, I think it'd be good. Let me know if you want to get a kid on your alley tune. Yeah, probably tomorrow. Today just ended up being a stream where we just got taken up with so much Shadowlands stuff. It's kind of like knocked the wind out of me. Holy chalk or eviscerated? What? Holy chalk or eviscerated? Yes. What? I don't know. What's the best rogue for PvP for me? What's the best rogue for PvP? Play whatever you like. I mean, you could try assassination. I think we're done for the day, boys, right? I think we're done for now. I have a raid later in the evening, so I probably should take care of my videos. So let's do that. Yeah, let's do that, boys. Thank you so much for coming by, man. So my main build, I can actually go a little extra corruption, like 5 extra. But not by much, unless I drop this one. Increases the amount of critical strike gain from sources. I do wonder if going for big haste with this weapon could be huge. I'll sim it, dude. I'll sim. That'd be hilarious. 475 haste gain from sources. But yeah, thank you boys so much for coming by. Appreciate all of you so much for hanging out and watching. I think I'm gonna call it here. I got a raid later tonight, so hopefully we'll be progressing on Nazath later tonight. But I'm gonna get some food. I'm gonna go hang out. I'm gonna go just chill, and then work on some videos in Shadowlands before the raid tonight, and hopefully get enough sleep while watching some more Tiger King. I think, dude. Zedical, which one do you think you're gonna go? Venter, 100%, dude. Venter, 100%, easily. Would you cleanse Ineffable Truth from Outlaw? I would not. No. Apparently, there's some playstyles with it that could be pretty good, like more blade flurries and faster cooldowns for abilities. Ineffable Truth might be really good in AoE. I wouldn't cleanse any corruption, boys. The only one who cleanses maybe Echo and Void, but in the end, I wouldn't cleanse any. I would just keep all corruptions. A 440 dagger with % crit. This is better than my 465 sword corruptions outlaw. In offhand, I could see it. I could see in the offhand. Offhand doesn't really matter that much. Fucking Carol, dude. Exactly. Goddamn Carol. Carol Danvers. Carol Danvers. Alrighty, boys. Thanks so much for going by, boys. We're probably gonna see more Shadowlands stuff tomorrow. So you guys have yourselves a good one. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go get some food. But I hope you guys have a wonderful evening, boys. See you all tomorrow. Peace.